you smell what the Harvey Vale is cooking.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a interesting last 24 hours, 48 hours or so. It feels like good vibes in Chelsea football community. Quite a lot of players coming back-to-back clean sheets. We've got the win against Brentford, moving into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. It's another trophy that we can win. Harvey Vale, buzz that's going around. So it's good. And hopefully this is the turn of events that will see us perhaps getting into a bit of a momentum, moving into the upcoming Premier League fixtures. It's going to be very, very tasty the next few games, obviously leading up to that Liverpool, Man City ones early next year. I think first week of January, perhaps, whether that gets postponed or not, we'll see. Now that we're in the semi-finals and Liverpool's in the semi-finals as well. Apparently, the Liverpool match is meant to be played in the same weekend when this Carabao semi-final is meant to take over. But ladies and gentlemen, today we want to talk about all things Chelsea news. It's a Chelsea news blitz. We're going to go through a whole heap of different kind of news and try and give our opinion, my opinion, and then I want to hear your opinion on it as well. And it's going to be interesting. Let's see what sort of Chelsea news that are floating about. For me, the number one stop for any Chelsea news is Absolute Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys haven't followed this particular account, make sure you do that. Absolute Chelsea is the perfect account for all of this. First up, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no appetite from the EFL to change the format of the Carabao Cup to one of semi-final leg. The removal of the second leg would have huge financial impacts. I mean, honestly, I find this a bit strange. I know Carabao Cup semi-finals are played in 2 legs, but it's just unnecessary in my opinion. I feel like, why are you trying to be like Champions League, brother? Like you're Carabao Cup. Just calm down, play the 1 leg and move along. I mean, this whole thing about 2 legs, there's already so many games going on. And then on top of that, you want to turn this into a 2-legged sort of situation. I know this is how it's been all the time, but yeah, time to have a look if it's really necessary or not. Okay, Chelsea's Kepa Arrizabalaga, Marcos Alonso, Trevor Chalobah and Saul Niguez have been named in the Carabao team of the quarterfinals. This is the team, ladies and gentlemen. Kepa, Chalobah, Alonso, and Didi playing in defense. Suarez, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Maddison, Niguez, Pepe, and Nketiah Vardy. Where do you think this team will finish in the Premier League? I think this is probably a mid-table team. Nah, man. Yeah, up front, Vardy and Nketiah, Pepe. Nah, I don't feel too comfortable, to be honest. Maddison as the holding midfielder. I don't think so. Saul Niguez. No. Let's move along. Andreas Christensen returned to Chelsea training today following a back problem. This is good news. Obviously, in recent times, he's apparently sacked his own father as his agent and taken up a new agent, and they're going to start negotiating with Chelsea. I'm not really sure why this has been, taken so long. Every news outlets out there, every in the nose, big journalists, transfer gurus like Fabrizio Romano have been consistently saying, this is just around the corner. It's going to happen. The contract is almost done and dusted. 4 years, apparently, on a good salary, doubled salary or something like that. I'm not really sure. But till today, it hasn't been signed. So we'll see what happens. Come January, Christensen can actually start looking at other clubs and look at a pre-contract. So is there a bit of trickery going around there with the Christensen camp? At the moment, to be honest, I really want to keep Rudiger. I'm not too bothered about Christensen, if I'm being absolutely honest. I know he's a very good defender, but for me, Chalobah is the future, and we can get Jules Kounde and perhaps promote another defender from the academy. If Christensen stays, I'm all up for it. I'm all happy about it. But for me, the number one is still Rudiger. In fact, the number one is Silva. We need to make sure that Thiago Silva is signed up. Romelu Lukaku and Callum Hudson-Odoi return to Chelsea training today. This is great news, ladies and gentlemen. Whether they feature against Aston Villa, I'm not sure. There were some rumors going around that perhaps Lukaku could get some minutes against Aston Villa. I would like to see him get some minutes. Obviously, depending on how his health is, being tested positive with Callum Hudson-Odoi, this is the second time. So first of all, hope the lads are feeling better and physically okay. And after that, honestly, especially Lukaku, I want to start seeing him firing. I want to see him get some minutes. And I need this bad boy, this rude boy, to start putting teams away. I need him to start clicking. He's our big money signing. We need goals, man. We need goals and a lot of it over the next couple of months. If we are actually going to be challenging still for the title, we're 6 points away from Man City. Probably that's the most we can afford. We can't afford to go 9. Once it's 9, I think game over. Similarly with Callum Hudson-Odoi, he was in good form, and I want him to come back and start getting back into that old form again, and hopefully make something out of this particular season. And I don't want to be another season where Callum Hudson-Odoi, we sit back and we go, well, what has he really done? I don't want to do that. I don't want to get into that position. Andy Robertson will miss Liverpool's clash against Chelsea in January as the Reds' match against Leeds United has been postponed. Robertson was due to miss the Boxing Day match as a third of his suspension. This will now be served against the Blues. Well, as I said, I don't know if that 3rd January particular match is going to go ahead. Apparently, the Carabao Cup matches are meant to be on that time. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I could be absolutely wrong. I heard that from Eunice. But if that's the case, either way, Robertson won't be able to face us, because the next match for them will either be this or the Carabao Cup. So he's going to miss it. To be honest, yeah, it's a bit of a miss for Liverpool, but Tsimikas is very, very good left back as well. So I'm not utterly, over the moon about the fact that Robertson's not playing. Liverpool is still going to be a very difficult match, a match that we need to win, ladies and gentlemen. This is the news I want to talk about. Harvey Vale. I mean, the buzz about Harvey Vale, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely amazing. I love it. I want to see more of it. There has been no progress in Harvey Vale's Chelsea contract negotiation as of yet due to various health concerns at the club. Apparently, his contract is coming to an end 2023 or 24. I think 23. If it was 24, I don't think there'd be too concerned with that, because that's still a while away. I think it might be 2023. Whatever the case is, the contract is slowly coming to an end, and we need to make sure that we put this guy in a long-term contract, much like Armando Broja with the 5-year contract. We need to do the same thing with Harvey Vale. Guys, I've seen enough of Harvey Vale in that 60 minutes. I'm not one of those academy enthusiasts that watches academy matches. I simply don't get the time. I wish I had more time to watch them. I know some of you guys do, but I've seen enough in that 60 minutes to give me the belief that this guy's going to be something. You just know there's certain footballers, ladies and gentlemen, you see a little bit of them and you can tell, yep, the technical ability is there, the good attitude is there, the vision is there, the passing ability is there, the link up is there, the total package is there. All in our needs is patience and development, because at the end of the day, he's only 18. Experience is very important as well. But this player, I kid you not, is going to be a very, very good Chelsea level player. The left side, the left foot, the left, the dribbling sense, he was getting the better of Alonso. I mean, not many players can say this. He was linking up with Alonso. There was one ball where he slipped through for Alonso. I still remember against Brentford. It was brilliant. And his link up with Soon Sub-Bell. Can you imagine if we had an experienced striker? If he can do that kind of stuff with Soon Sub-Bell, you know what he's capable of. Imagine someone like Lukaku and him getting the experience around Lukaku. I want to see more of this particular player. Even this season, whether it be off the bench, whether it be getting minutes in the Carabao Cup, early stages of the FA Cup. I believe we've got Chesterfield. I really want to see Harvey Vale against Chesterfield. I want this kid to stick around in the team. Honestly, dirty minutes have been given away to Ross Barkley. Dirty minutes. And it would be good to see Harvey Vale get those particular minutes. And next season, pre-season, I want to see him shine and perhaps be part of the squad. Whether it be a rotational player, I don't care. He's young. He can stay patient. Could be that Foden sort of situation. Slowly but surely, you build up and then you become a permanent fixture for the team. So, and he can play anywhere on that left side, whether it be left wing back, left mid, left wing, left inside forward, whatever the case is, he can do it. This is what he's been doing in the youth level as well. All right. Let's move on to the next information. Aston Villa's Erzi Konsa. We know Chelsea haven't been doing too well and they haven't got the result they've wanted. We look at that, see where we can hurt them and look to get 3 points. I mean, Aston Villa, yeah, we haven't, but I feel like the tide is turning. The momentum is turning. Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho, the three bosses, the three amigos, they are back and things are going to start looking a little bit more different than what it used to be. And even in defense, Chalobah is back. We're going to hopefully have Silva and Rudiger. Once we have that 3 and the 2 in the middle with a rotational player to come off the bench, Reece James is there. There's good information that maybe Ben Chilwell may not require a surgery at the end of this month. And perhaps we could even see him back maybe mid-Jan, late Jan, early Feb. We'll see. But if it's just the one player with Chilwell and everything else is fine, hopefully we can do a bit of a madness. And as I said, Gareth Bale, Harvey Vale is someone that we need to be having a look at if we can possibly play him as a left wing back as well. The position sometimes Alonso's taking is very wide as a winger. So Erzi Konsa, yeah, be overconfident. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Be careful as well. They're a top side. Everyone knows that. They're in the top 3 and fighting to win the Premier League. So we know they've got a lot of good players. I mean, it seems like they think they can do something, and that's fine. Yeah, our film hasn't been that great, and we were worried about teams like Wolves not that long ago. So of course, Aston Villa has the right, but I think the tide is changing. But so do we. And last season, when they came to Villa Park, we beat them 2-1. Yep, I do remember the last game. That was quite embarrassing, to be honest. We can't have that. We simply cannot have that. Aston Villa boss, Steven Gerrard, you always prepare for the best Chelsea team. We will always prepare for the best team. In terms of the opponent, if for any reason it's not a strong Chelsea team, we'll deal with it. It'll be interesting how Steven Gerrard lines up against us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what other news is going on. Chelsea are looking for PSG defender Presnel Kimpembe as a potential replacement for Antonio Rudiger. There's once again heavy talks about Antonio Rudiger. Apparently Real Madrid, 400k per week. Some of the Real Madrid players already know these. They've been, persuading Rudiger to join them. What do you think about Presnel Kimpembe? Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I don't mind this player. I liked his defending capabilities when he was next to Tuchel and when he was next to Silva in PSG. For me, he's a very good defender. One of the better defenders in world football, I'd have to say. And even for France, he's done a decent job. And if he comes to Chelsea in and around the likes of Silva, Chalobah, Christensen, I think he'll be potentially a very, very good defender for us. Strong, physical, robust, got the pace, good recovery, has got the height for the jump. I think he'll fit perfectly in Premier League situation. Let me know what your thoughts are, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know what you think about Presnel Kimpembe. Chelsea's Hakim Ziyech has been left out of Morocco's side for the African nations in January. This is not a surprise. He's been out of the squad for Morocco for a little while and is fallen out with the manager over there. I'm not surprised that he's not going to go. And this is only good news for Chelsea. That means we're not going to get hurt. We have another body to rely on in that January period when teams like Liverpool, they're going to have Saleh and Mana missing. And obviously we're going to have Mendy, but I'm not worried. Kepa has been doing really, really well. There's growing belief that Antonio Rudiger will leave Chelsea as a free agent at the end of the season. I mean, we all know this. Chelsea still expect Andreas Christensen to sign a new deal at the club, with Thiago Silva and Cesar Azpilicueta likely to be handed one-year extensions. I hope both Silva and Cesar Azpilicueta take up the 1 year. I think Azpilicueta is asking for a little bit more than 1 year. So we'll monitor the situation, what's going on. Let's catch some more news. Any major incomings in January would be a case of summer targets becoming available, as Jules Kounde remains Chelsea's leading defensive target. You guys would have seen the clip in recent times where he throws the ball at Jordi Alba. I mean, that's proper S-housery that I'm talking about. And not just that, look, he's a top defender. Very good performances for France as well. I want this guy in Chelsea. I really do. I think he's going to be, I think he'll fit in. He's got that aggression. He's got that awareness. He's got that defensive capabilities. Robust, got a lot of pace. Can play on the right side as a right wing back, maybe. Right CB for sure. Can even play as a middle CB too. So I'm I'm hoping we can actually finalize this and get it done. We were so close last time around. I think this time, whether it's in January, whether it's in the summer, we got to make sure that we get this done badly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much the news that's been going around. Look, we've got some big games coming up. I've got a show with Ryan that I've recorded in recent times, so that's going to drop in tomorrow, UK Friday around 7 p.m. ish. So do look out for that. It's a tactical analysis again, another madness with Ryan. Do look out for a whole heap of content that's going to be flying around. Videos are going to come. Obviously, the preview for the Aston Villa match, whether that's a live situation, we might do a live stream event, just drop a video. Obviously, then we've got the Boxing Day watch along for the Aston Villa match review. Many things coming up, ladies and gentlemen. If you've enjoyed this video, smash the like button. Please, I want to hear from each and every one of you guys. Comment on all the different news that we've touched. It's a Chelsea news blitz that we've done. Let me know what your thoughts are on each and every single one of those news. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Very close to 9,000 subscribers. So let's get that done and hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.